Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Home Recording Solutions, helping you to get professional music productions in your home studio on any budget. And today we're talking about the power of slap delay. Now, what is slap delay? Well, basically, slap delay is a type of delay that uses very short delay times. And it's meant to give a track some space and some ambience, kind of like reverb, but it's a little bit different than reverb. And some engineers actually prefer to use slap delay over reverb sometimes, because sometimes reverb can wash out a track too much, whereas with slap delay it's a little more subtle, I think. And so I use both. It just depends on the mix and where I want to go with it. But we just talked about reverb, so I want to talk about slap delay today. And I've got the same mono lead vocal track here from my song Holding On, and it's completely dry. I'm going to show you right now. In my dreams I see you there, still here with me. All right, completely dry, and I'm going to show you how to apply slap delay. In this specific case, we're going to do it to the lead vocal, but you can apply slap delay really to anything that you want to. So let's go over here. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with my reverb video. I'm going to create a stereo bus. Your DAW might call it an aux or something like that. And I'm going to name the bus slap delay. I'm going to come over here to my plugins and go to the Cakewalk stock plugins here that come free with Cakewalk by BandLab, and I'm going to pick this Sonitus delay that I really like. And before we get to that, I'm going to go over here to the lead vocal and I'm going to set up a send. So what we're going to do is, just like with the reverb, I'm going to send a full copy of this lead vocal over here to this slap delay bus. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. We're setting up a send and we're sending it to slap delay. All right. Now, before we start playing this, I'm going to change some parameters here. I'm going to take this parameter here, the mix knob, and I'm going to turn it all the way up because I want the full delay signal here on the bus. Now, if we were using this as an insert effect over here on the lead vocal itself, I would not have the mix at 100%. But because we're using it on a bus, I want the full delay, nothing of the dry signal. And so I've got this at 100%. I'm going to take my feedback parameter here. I don't want a whole lot of feedback, so I'm going to take that down to about 20%. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just like with the reverb, we have this plugin has a frequency section where you can control and filter off certain frequencies, which is really nice. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the reverb. I'm going to filter everything below about 200. And I'm going to roll off some of the highs all the way to down about 4K. All right. And what that does is, just like with the reverb, it keeps the delay from getting too muddy in the low end, but also keeps it from ringing out in the high frequencies too much. Now, we're going to come up here to our delay times. All right, and I'm going to set this real short. In this case, I'm going to set 90 milliseconds on the left channel, and I'm going to set 120 milliseconds on the right channel. Now, why am I using different delay times for the channels? I'm using different delay times because I want a stereo effect. The echoes will hit slightly in the left channel before they do in the right channel, and that's going to give the ambience of a sort of stereo slap delay. You can do mono slap if you want to, but I'm just sort of a fan of the whole stereo reverbs and delays and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going with here. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this fader all the way down. I'm going to start playing the lead vocal, and then I'm going to mix the slap in gradually to show you what it sounds like. So here we go. In my dreams I see you there, still here with me. Before you went away to a better place. Obviously that's probably way too much. Nothing here has been the same. But I'm just showing you what it sounds like. You've been gone. It's hard to say farewell. It's hard. That's the slap delay by itself. Cause completely dry vocal. Here anymore. Slap. I'm here all alone until I can see you. Now, if you don't want the echoes being quite that noticeable, even though it's really subtle, you can turn these down a little bit. You can go with something more conservative, like a 80 here and 90 here, or 100 here, and you'll have a less echoey effect, even though it's really not that echoey. And the cool thing about having this set up on a bus is that this fader right here we can use to control the overall volume of the slap delay. We can choose to automate this fader to bring up or down the volume in the mix at different times if we want to. And so that's kind of the cool thing about having something like reverbs and delays and slap delays on a separate bus or auxiliary, is that it's just so much easier to work with. Now that just gives you a head start, hopefully. It gives you an idea, teaches you the concepts, hopefully, and when you're mixing something, you use whatever settings that you like. And I'm just trying to give you a general starting point here of what slap delay, how to set it up, and what it sounds like. Thanks a bunch, everybody. I hope that this helps you out. Try it out on your next mix. You might like it more than reverb. All right. Thanks a bunch. Be sure to subscribe, everybody. I'll catch you next time.